Hey guys, what's up? Noah the Nintendo Nerd here, and this past Saturday, September 22nd, I had the honor to attend the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses. You guys probably have heard back from E3 2011 when it was announced, Nintendo has been hosting a tour of a symphony of all Zelda music going around the world, and I was lucky enough for it to come to my state, Minnesota. I'm going to talk about my thoughts, my reactions. It was heaven for me. I cannot explain how amazing it was. I'll try to get into detail. I'm just going to kind of talk about the things. See, I have my notes on my iPad here that I'm going to talk about. So hopefully I can stay on topic. See my shirt here? Amazing shirt. Bad ass, man. Bad ass. Look at it on the side. Oh yeah. Badass, man. This is a nerd's dream, man. We're crossing the street, and immediately I see someone cosplaying as Zelda from Skyward Sword. Now, I have never been to like a gaming event. I have never seen cosplayers. So I've seen tons of people as Link, obviously. People wearing green hats, which I really need to get one of those. Zelda, of course. I saw a couple Zeldas. Twilight Princess Zelda or Ocarina of Time Zelda. There's only Zelda. I really love the Skyward Sword Zelda one because that lady, you could tell she put a lot of work into it. I also saw like Malon, someone cosplaying. No, I love Malon, so yeah, it was so impressive, and it was just so awesome to be around people who share the same passion that I do. The excitement that was around us, it was just so awesome to be around this environment. People were, excited about playing the 3DSs. I'll talk about that later. I didn't want it to end. It was just so awesome. Once in a lifetime thing. As I said about 3DSs, of course I brought my 3DS. I bring it everywhere. But, Street Pass, the most I've ever gotten at once was like one. I have like, before this event, I only had like 8 Street Passes. 40 people I Street Passed. I now have a total of 669 people, but that's, a lot of, they started doing it from like Wi-Fi, like you play people on Wi-Fi, they add them, but 40 people, that's just like, oh my god, that's like mind-blowing to me. I was able to complete like 5 puzzles, and Street Passing was awesome. I mean, even the guy who was the host, which I'm just blanking on his name. I know he was a big part of it, but he just like, he held up his 3DS XL. He's like, yeah, this is Street Pass heaven. So when I first got there, I didn't have, amazing seats, but I was able to see everything that was going on. I was actually next to the doors, which was actually an advantage. Just talk about that. But they had like Zelda music playing in the speakers, so they had like Skyloft and the shop themes, Tingle's theme. It was so awesome, like, oh my god, this is actually happening. I had to process this. This is actually going through. I am here. I am at the Zelda Symphony. I could not believe it. So they kick things off with the overture. This is the thing that we saw at E3 2011. I even had it on my iPod, so I've heard it tons of times before, but hearing it live, the real thing, totally different experience, and it was amazing. Of course, they had the on-screen thing, so you were watching the story unfold on the screen, which I really loved. I'm not gonna lie, but this is incredibly nerdy, but I almost cried, and not really, I didn't. It's like this feeling, it's just some emotion comes over me, like, it was so beautiful. You need to go to this. If it's coming near you, try to go. So I'm really, really mad at myself. I forgot the guy's name. There's like Jason Michael Paul's like the guy who's like producing this whole entire tour. But there was this man, and he was a really cool guy, but I'm forgetting his name. I know the conductor's name. The conductor was actually a woman, which was really cool. Her name was, not know how to pronounce this. It's like Amir Noon. I don't know if that's French or something. So to get us ready, or as they said, to get our mouths watering. Awesome. They went from the original dungeon theme from the original Zelda to all the themes, and it was just so awesome. Who knows how many times I'm going to say this throughout the video. It was so awesome. After the dungeon medley, they said we're gonna take a break at Kakariko Village, which was really cool. We were Ocarina of Time, Kakariko Village, Twilight Princess Kakariko Village, obviously. It was, just so peaceful. And then, as the host, man, that's gonna sound so stupid. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. but he's just like Link's favorite Ocarina tunes, and so they played some of the Ocarina songs. Song of Storms. Song of Storms, man. I love the Song of Storms. It was awesome hearing it live. So after that, you know, after the little opening, they went right into Act 1, because this is the first video game concert to have 4 acts. So Act 1, you could probably guess it, Ocarina of Time. They were trying to, people who are not as familiar, which is like my dad was a total noob at this place. They did the opening thing where the 3 goddesses, Din, Nayru, and Frore, really cool. Then of course they did Hyrule Field, which is, oh, so majestic, proud. It was really, really cool. And then, you know, Ganondorf's battle theme, the very boss the last boss battle, the credits scene, it was really, really awesome. And you need to see the thing for yourself. The Symphony CD that came with Skyward Sword, as many of you have, that is pretty much the concert, but it's like, oh, then why would I want to go to it if I had the CD? It's totally different. Being there hearing it live is a totally different experience. So then Act 2, Wind Waker. Now, I love Wind Waker. It's top 3 favorite Zeldas, probably. The conductor, Amir Noon, she pulled out the actual Wind Waker and conducted it with the Wind Waker. Oh my god, that was fangasming, nerdgasming, whatever you want to call it. That was awesome. My dad is like, like he couldn't really understand it, but to us fans, that was awesome. So, you know, for Wind Waker, they had Outset Island, the boss battle. I mean, just listen to the CD of the Wind Waker suite. The music you hear there is what you hear here. Windfall Island, the Great Sea, Forsaken Fortress. That Wind Waker was amazing. And then after Wind Waker, there was an intermission. This was kind of cool. So we were right next to the door, and I wanted to go get the t-shirt and stuff. So we went straight there, and we were the first people to get out there and buy it. The only things they had for sale for it was this and the poster. And then you could get a combo for like 35 bucks. Awesome deal. You know, buying things at like concerts are really, really expensive. 35 bucks, I got this and the poster. So I think that's a really good deal, and I'm really happy with it. See, I have the poster right here. I'll show it to you guys later. My room is full of Zelda posters. It's full of posters. You can see in the back here. I don't know where I'm going to be putting it, but I'll show it to you guys anyways. Mine was, it filled the whole entire hallway. It was like, oh my god, I'm so glad I got this, because I mean, really, I wouldn't have had time to get this if I didn't, and I'm so glad I got this. I love this shirt. So right after the intermission, they played The Great Fairy's Fountain, and that was awesome, and that's also on the CD. Act 3, Twilight Princess. Music, it's probably one of my favorite Zelda soundtracks, and especially because of Hyrule Field. I love Hyrule Field so much. Act 4, for mine, they did Link to the Past. Love the music in Link to the Past, and when they did Link to the Past, I was like, yes. The Dark World theme, most likely my favorite theme, one of my favorite songs on the whole entire Zelda series. Hearing that live, oh my god, it was just, getting louder and softer. It was amazing. And that was pretty much the concert, but there was encores. So the first encore was the Ballad of the Windfish from Link's Awakening. Amazing hearing this live. They did another one, Gerudo Valley. So awesome. Thank you guys. We'll get up to leave. No, this is where the shit got real. They did a Majora's Mask act, a symphony. Like it was like all the other ones. It wasn't just one song. It was everything. They did Clock Town. And the ending theme, it was just amazing. And they did Majora's Mask. Crap, that's one of my favorite Zelda games. So hearing that it's having its own act, it's just a surprise, was awesome. And that was the last thing, that was the last encore they did. And that was the Zelda Symphony. So in conclusion, you can probably tell by all my reactions I've been talking about in this video, I loved the Zelda Symphony. One of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. If you have the opportunity to go to this, go. You are not going to regret it. You don't even need to be a hardcore Zelda fan. So that kind of wraps up my Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses, reaction, thoughts video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about it, I'd love to answer. Feel free to ask in the comments. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at KnowTheNerd. Yeah, that's about it for today, you guys. So until next time, take it easy.